Hey there. So if you are wanting to dive into something new, this is your video and this is your call out to make the decision to do it. Just decide whether you wake up a Monday morning, whether you wake up a Wednesday morning, and there's something that you want to accomplish. The hardest part is deciding that that's what you want to do and then booking the class, getting the equipment needed to move forward, doing your research, or you probably have already done research and are familiar with what it's going to take to get from point A to point B, but you have to decide that you're going to implement and work towards getting from A to B. For me, I've done this. We've all done it at some point. It's like a lot of times there are things that are part of our life that we didn't really have time to think about. I think as we become adults, we can often just put things off, or life gets so busy that we have excuses for ourselves. But life should never be stagnant and where you're just going through the motions and not continuing to be a student of life, because that is the game of life, is to keep going and keep doing things, right? And new things to challenge yourself. I read a book called The Comfort Crisis, and a lot of us, as you age, you get comfortable. And then just the way our world is right now with technology, with all of the advances that we have in even our cars are very comfortable. Our homes, we've got couches, we have plush chairs, we've got carpet, and all those things. Those things seem very frivolous and like, yeah, of course we have that. But those are comforts that are provided in our life. They are not essentials, right? So I'll give a couple examples of why I recently made the decision to move forward with something to get me from point A to point B. But I actually was, so I was listening to a podcast about someone who has moved from the United States to Puerto Rico, and they have lived there for 7 years. And they haven't learned Spanish. Like, they know the formalities and maybe a little bit here and there, but have not taken the leap to learn the language. They have 2 businesses there, and they love the culture, and living there, just the experience and what the island has to offer for them. And the first comment that was below, so it was not hard to, easy to ignore, it's right there. But a man posted, and it was a woman talking, and I say that because, and then a man posted, and he was like, you're in Puerto Rico, you love it, you're doing all the things, you need to just decide one day that you're going to speak Spanish. And that kind of hit me. I was like, I need to just learn. Like I've said, I will listen to the podcast. I will learn the vocabulary, like the 1,000, basic words to learn and memorize those and practice and maybe find a group and maybe and try, right? So after reading that, I went immediately to Google, typed in Spanish tutors. Preply came up, and this is not an ad or anything. My YouTube channel does not have the following. If you like this, subscribe and please help me grow. But I went on to Preply and started, and I have a tutor. And already, we haven't even had technically a class yet. It was like an intro call, and it's hard. Like, I know that it's going to be hard. It's going to be work. There's homework, there's grammar, there's lessons, there's writing, reading, learning, like keeping Spanish, or bringing it into my day-to-day on so many levels, besides listening to like Bad Bunny and maybe Fania All-Stars that I grew up on. And so besides the music and then the little podcasts here and there and the sprinkles of it, and I just have to like inundate it into my life. So in doing this and taking that leap forward to decide to become a Spanish speaker, makes me nervous just saying it, or not nervous, but like excited and anxious. I look back and I'm here right now. This is where I teach my fitness classes. There was a point in time where I was so nervous to like pick up heavy weights and that I would hurt myself. And now I throw around, I've got 50-pound weights at home that I use twice a week, for different exercises. I teach class now. Not only do I do it, but I got the certification to be a fitness instructor. So that's one aspect in fitness. What was the other one I was gonna bring up? I lost my train of thought. Oh, and then I have a floral business. And it's funny I'm saying that because I'm sitting right here. I do a floral subscription here as well. So every week I do, bring flowers just everywhere. And that brings me to another. I moved to this neighborhood that I'm in 2 years ago. And I knew one person here, and now I can say, I can probably name, or, I know of probably, I don't know, I would say like 50 to 75 people that I could name or at least recognize their face. But in having the floral business, that was, I had to post and put myself out there, build a website, trust that people would like my artwork because I'm an artist and flowers are my medium. And I've grown to, have a Google presence for a florist. I do workshops, I've done weddings, I've done corporate events, but I started off so small and like, I don't know, selling little tiny arrangements from my garden, And there were times when it was hard and I wanted to quit, but it was like, no, I didn't give myself that option. So again, here I am, not deciding to learn to speak Spanish and not giving myself an option of an out. It is always there. You can stop. I tend to finish everything that I start. So I'm excited for the journey, but I hope that this is motivation for you. No matter what, if it's moving to a new place, if it is starting a business, if it's starting your health journey, if it's learning a new language, if you need a hobby or anything, if you want to do sewing or chunky knits, you want to do candle making, pottery, learning to run again, because that's a skill that you have to develop before you just throw yourself out there. If you want to lift weights, whatever it may be, grab a journal, and I decide today that I want to blah, blah, blah. And do your research, immerse yourself in it, and be a student of life. It's the best way. You can live and have a very mundane, going through the motions, but to keep it interesting, to, stay present in your day-to-day. Put yourself out there, decide to do something today. I challenge you. If you are going to take me up on that, put it in the comments. Let me know. It could be cooking classes, dating. There's so many things that you could decide today that you want to change and really just Put it on that to-do list every day as something that you're going to chip away at till you get to point B, and that is now a part of your identity. So I'm excited for myself, and yeah, excited for you as well. Please share your journey as well with me. I would love to hear that. Yeah. Alrighty, have a great day. Like and subscribe and share.